In this video, we're going to cover filters, and we are going to focus mainly on the organizations page. To just have a quick overview of what filters are, you can use filters to basically see the information, the people, the companies that you want, and cut out the stuff that you don't want to see. That's really if you are putting in information into Pipedrive, it's really only going to be as useful as much as you put into it. So first we're going to navigate over to the page that we want to. It's under Contacts and Organizations. That's how we get to the Organizations page. The Filters button is over here on the top right. It's just this whole box right here. You know it's this one because that's the little icon for filters. You don't want to hit the top one here, which is actually your settings. So normally when you click on filters, it defaults to Young Express Dispatch or whoever you are logged in as. So it'll default to you. But we're going to talk about custom filters here, and that's right over here. The first filter we're going to talk about is created by Selectus with an ownership of Young Express. You are going to want to regularly check this filter because we are bringing the orders from Selectus and putting them into Pipedrive so we can easily see the information. Selectus is a little cumbersome and difficult to find information, while Pipedrive is very easy and very fast to see the information that you want. And in this filter, we're going to have you go through the organizations that were created by Selectus, and they were created because they either were not in Pipedrive yet and they recently called us or contacted us, or it's a duplicate and there might be multiple spelling or some issue with it that you need to fix in Selectus or in Pipedrive. So to build that filter, we're just going to go to the New Filter tab or New Filter button. We're normally going to use the top section here. It means match all of these conditions and not match any. The first condition is going to be the owner. Organization owner is Young Express Dispatch. And now we want to find the status, we go to organization, status is created by Selectus. And you want to type in the filter name. You want to name it because you're going to come back to this one. This is one you want to save and be able to reference easily without having to build it each time. So you just click Save. And here are all the organizations that have been created recently by Selectus. And your whole job would be to go through this list, see which ones are yours. Let's say Flow, Biofirm, Midwestern, and take all of them and change the ownership over to you. You click on the ones that are yours, come over to the bulk edit window that pops up, go to owner, replace existing value with, and put your name in. And then click update, but I won't do that because this is just training. So once you have moved over the ownership to you, you will then need to find some time to clean them up and make them right. Make Selectus match Pipedrive, or just add the address in and start using that profile. So what we're going to do is we're going to create another filter where it's created by Selectus. The company is still created by Selectus, but we're going to make the ownership as you. So an easy way to do that, click the little edit button right here, the little pencil, and this button right here, save as new, that's kind of like a copy button. Just click on that, and now everything's the same, but we're just going to change a couple things. Change Young Express to, I'm going to use myself here, and I'm just going to change the name to me, and click Save. Now my job will be to go through these people, which looks like I have one here that I need to fix. There might be something wrong with it. Maybe it was a wrong spelling, or it was just one that I missed and I didn't have my name in the salesperson one. So now now you're able to fix the ones and it won't do this again in the future. The next filter is a custom filter. If you start to get to use filters pretty regularly, you're going to end up with a ton of filters in this area here. And a lot of times you're only using that filter once. So I just am saying that we could do this as a best practice kind of scenario. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new filter, name it custom filter. And let's just say one of the filters is we want to see all the organizations who have people in the needs analysis that said that they use 53-foot tractors. I would go to person, vehicle, sizes needed, contains 53-foot dry vans. and I'll click save. Now I'm probably not going to check this all the time, but I can see all the people now, all the companies that I might want to reach out to and make sure they don't fall through the cracks and tell them about our 53-foot tractor capabilities. But I don't want to keep this filter. So next time I got another filter that I want to check out, I would just edit this one. And I would say I want to see all the people who have a shipping area that is or that contains Mexico. All of a sudden we're going to be going into Mexico, and I want to reach out to people who have already told us that they go into Mexico. So that's why you might want to have a custom filter, so you don't have just a ton of filters here, and you're just able to edit the custom filter. Now we're going to talk about filtering by label or by status. This is one way to not look at the companies that you're not really concerned about, but make sure that the companies that you do care about stay on your radar. So we're going to go ahead and add a new filter, and we're just going to label this filter by label and status. So we're going to say I want to see all organizations that are owned by the current user, myself. I'm actually going to say my name, and I want to say all of the organizations need to have the status as, let's say, warm lead. I only want to see my warm leads. I don't want to see my active. I don't want to see the available warm leads or the inactive companies. I only want to see warm leads. So I go ahead and click save. There's 182 warm leads that are on my radar, and I can map them and I can do different things and only focus on the companies that I want to see. The next filter we're going to try to create here is filter by multi-state. I think the best way for me to explain it is to do it the wrong way first and then show you the right way. So if I want to see all of my active customers, actually let's choose all of my warm leads in Wisconsin and Illinois, we're going to go ahead and create that filter. I'm going to say I want a condition. First of all, we'll do the status is warm lead. And then I also want to see all Wisconsin and Illinois customers, and I only want to see Wisconsin and Illinois customers. If I were to put this up here, address details as state is Wisconsin, and then I said I also want to see organization address details state is Illinois. We're just going to name this really quick, filter by multi-state. And if I click save, there are no organizations. Why is that? If I edit this, this up here is saying I want to see companies who are in Wisconsin, and that same company is in Illinois too. There's only one building, and they're either going to be in Wisconsin or Illinois. That's when we start using match any of these conditions. So we close out of this, we put the same exact filters down here. State is Wisconsin, organization, address, state is Illinois. This says I'm going to see all companies in either Wisconsin or Illinois. Okay, and if I click save, now I'm seeing all the companies in Wisconsin and Illinois. The last thing that we're going to show is just how to show these on Google Maps. Let's say that I'm going into an area, I have a meeting down in Illinois, and I also got one up in Wisconsin, but I want to try to fill my schedule. What are the companies that are around the organization that I'm going to? An easy way to see that is just by making sure, number one, that address is part of your column information. If it's not, remember, you just follow from left to right over to this gear icon and make sure that address is selected. If it wasn't, it would be right down here, but we're going to make sure it's selected. Click save. So our address is now on here, and we click the three little dots up here and click show on map. Now right away we can see these are all the warm leads that are in Wisconsin and Illinois. So if you're coming down into Illinois and you're going to be around the O'Hare Airport, you can call on any one of these, start clicking around, what company is this? Okay, what company is that? And see if it's somebody you want to reach out to.